Hello, aviators! Today's journey towards learning more about the heroes of the skies brings us to this beauty here, the Sling TSi, a curious answer to the desire for more speed, capability, power, and capacity the Sling 4 generated. The maker of this beauty is not a household name in the US, but it has certainly made a great impact on the aviation industry since its inception. Sling Aircraft is a South African company that specializes in the design and manufacture of kits for the construction of light and ultralight aircraft. The company's first model was the Sling 2, an ultralight low-wing aircraft with a capacity for 2 occupants that made its first flight in 2008. By 2020, they had managed to sell 328 units of this model. Since then, the company has been evolving and daring to design aircraft with better performance and larger size, until reaching the Sling TSi, a fast and aerodynamic aircraft that, as well as the other models of the brand, offers outstanding performance, safety, comfort, and reliability at a reasonable price. Looking at this plane from the outside, it doesn't look like anything else on the market. It's as uniqueness gets. From the outside, it looks like a big 2-seater with a large cargo section, but it's a comfy 4-seater. With its strong, sexy, and aggressive lines, the ramp appeal is great. Not a lot of people will agree, but if "it looks as good as it flies" was a plane, it would be the TSi. As it is produced as a complete kit for assembly, it guarantees great versatility in terms of exterior design, allowing each user to customize it to their liking. The Sling TSi measures 31 feet 3 inches in wingspan, 8 feet in height, 23 feet 6 inches in length, and with a wing area of 134.2 square feet. As an evolution of the Sling, it appears to look very similar to its predecessor, but they only have 20% of all components in common. The TSi is a different aircraft with a clear design goal to be much faster in the air. The wings of the TSi have a completely renewed design with a new aerodynamic profile and a shorter wingspan. It incorporates countersunk rivets on the third leading edge of the wing, the lower surface, the forward fuselage area, and the empennage, resulting in lower aerodynamic drag and higher cruise speed. Its structure was made of an aircraft-grade aluminum alloy, specifically 6061-T6, which was tempered, heat-treated, and aged to provide greater strength. It also uses traditional erratics in its construction and pull rivets, meeting the standards of the US Air Force and the US Navy. All aluminum parts are alloyed against corrosion to extend the life of the aircraft. The engine mount, nose gear, and pedals are made of 4130 steel, while the ailerons and elevators are controlled by thrust rods with bearings. To complete the package, the aircraft uses LED lights for its exterior illumination, which gives it a more elegant touch, in addition to allowing sharply defined light beams. The interior is spacious, and access is via 2 gull-wing doors on each side of the aircraft. Its spacious cabin gives an excellent panoramic view, and the luggage capacity is relatively high, a feature that users will appreciate. Although it is a small aircraft, this does not mean that it lacks elegance or comfort. Its 4 seats are upholstered in genuine, lightweight leather. Its carpets and the rest of the upholstery, made of composite material, transmit great quality. Sling Aircraft offers 4 color palettes, with complementary colors for the stitching and piping of the panels. The instrument panel and center throttle console are made of carbon fiber to ensure strength and lightness. To complement the interior, it has heating and ventilation in the standard cabin for all 4 seats. The TSi is truly one of very few planes with 4 seats and the capability to use them. While not as fast as an RV-10 at lower altitudes, the turbocharged engine evens the score at altitude. The baggage and load carrying capacity won't equal that of a Murphy Moose, but it is more than sufficient for 2 or 3 people to take off on an extended trip, in both distance and time. It is equipped with a whole airframe ballistic parachute, and this took up a chunk of the baggage area. But the space that was lost is supplemented by a luggage tube that extends back into the tail cone and can easily be used for light and/or long items such as skis. All in all, the Sling TSi is an impressive machine, and one to be considered if you want something more than a traditional 2-seat cruising machine. If you're looking for adventure, from the mountains to the deserts, from the plains to the sea, it's worth adding to your list. It is designed to be fast, if 141 knots is considered fast, which is why it incorporates a turbocharged Rotax 915 IS engine equipped with an intercooler and is fully controlled by FADEC, being able to generate up to 40% more power than the engine installed in the Sling 4, what translates into a better climb speed and cruising speed. The Rotax 915 IS was introduced to the market in 2015 and is the brand's first engine to feature turbocharging and fully electronic fuel injection, characterized by high revs and a small displacement. It is capable of running on avgas or 95-octane unleaded, reaching 141 horsepower as its maximum power for takeoff, and maintaining a continuous flight power of 135 horsepower at 5,800 revolutions per minute. Both its starting, control, and fuel injection systems are electronic. The 915 IS is a 4-cylinder, 4-stroke, water and air-cooled engine with opposed cylinders. Its service ceiling is 23,000 feet, and the time required between major inspections is 1,200 hours. It is equipped with an Airmaster 3-blade constant speed and variable pitch propeller, which automatically changes the pitch of its blades to maintain the chosen rotational speed. The TSi performs great compared to other aircraft in the same category. Thanks to its Rotax 915 IS engine, it is capable of taking off with a maximum weight of 2,094 pounds and supports a maximum payload of 1,014 pounds. With a climb rate of 1,000 feet per minute, it needs for takeoff a runway of 590 feet and for landing a runway distance of 492 feet. Its 141 horsepower allows it to reach a maximum speed of 155 knots, and it reaches a cruising speed of 148 knots at 9,500 feet. It is capable of reaching an altitude of up to 18,000 feet. Its fuel tank can hold a maximum of 45 gallons, and it has a maximum range of 800 nautical miles and a fuel burn of 8 gallons per hour. Sling Aircraft is not spared any expense when it comes to avionics. The TSi integrates the most advanced Garmin technology for aircraft in its class to provide an optimal flight experience with great integration between its different systems. Featuring Garmin's 10-inch G3X touchscreen, EFIS, and G5 flight display, the TSi's standard avionics configuration also includes the radio, autopilot system with easy access control panel, transponder, a Bluetooth audio panel, and an intuitive and user-friendly multifunction system interface. The Garmin EFIS G3X Touch is the brand's most advanced and intelligent large-format flight display, designed specifically for mounting on amateur-built aircraft. Because it is a touchscreen, it offers greater versatility for pilots. The Garmin G5 functions as a backup flight instrument and offers a high degree of reliability, but in a more traditional format, combining visual and readout signals, allowing pilots to review and respond intuitively to any situation. The radio setup is the Garmin GTR 200. Designed specifically for light sport aircraft, with a compact design that allows maximum use of space, it combines advanced functions that reduce workload with a powerful communication capacity thanks to its 10-watt transmission. The GTX 35R ADS-B transponder integrates with the Garmin G3X Touch and G5, providing a fast output capability for the Automatic Dependent Surveillance System Broadcast (ADS-B). Garmin GMC 507. It offers a fully dedicated autopilot interface, allowing pilots to control advanced features as they see fit, and is capable of managing airspeed hold, independent flight director, and 3-axis yaw damper. The autopilot also features an integrated control wheel that greatly facilitates vertical speed, airspeed, and pitch adjustments, as well as rotary knobs for heading, trajectory, and altitude control. For emergency cases, an emergency locator transmitter equipped with a standard 406 MHz frequency can be incorporated as an optional extra, ideal for distress alerts, as it is an internationally regulated radio communication service that assists in search and rescue operations. The ELT can detect and locate aircraft in case of an unexpected situation. This model includes an antenna with a range of 250 knots, a safety bonus that does not hurt. In order to talk about its price, it is convenient to make an interesting exercise of separating its parts and placing the value of each one to calculate the total estimated cost of the aircraft. The assembly kit contemplates an approximate construction time of about 1,400 hours, something important to take into account. The cost of the parts for assembly, excluding the mechanical part, would ascend to $71,620. The tail will cost you about $5,000, The wings about $20,000. The fuselage is about another $20,000. The landing gear assembly is about $12,000. And the canopy and some finishing touches will run you around $15,000 to $20,000. If you find that assembling the parts is not for you, you can always purchase the quick build kit option, which saves you about 500 hours of time, but you will have to pay $30,000 for it. For the engine, propeller, and avionics, you would need to spend an additional $100,000. With this in mind, the price of acquiring a Sling TSi will vary depending on the construction kit you choose. If you assemble everything on your own, the total estimated price would be about $200,000. If you opt for the quick assembly kit option, the number increases to approximately $200,000 to $300,000 depending on how you equip it. The Sling TSi is faster than the Sling 4, not one of the fastest in its class. With its solid construction, it is capable of flying long distances reliably. It is also an exceptionally safe aircraft to fly, and a ballistic parachute can be optionally incorporated. Likewise, as it has high-quality components throughout its structure, it gives the feeling of a safe investment that is worth making. The Sling TSi was built for international flights. It can go far and fast. This aircraft is less than 10 years on the market, but that doesn't make it less safe. Something unique about this aircraft that was designed for safety and that you may not have seen in others is that it has an autonomous heat exchange system, which means that the heating system is independent of the exhaust from the engine. This aircraft is light, fast, and has everything you could need. Considering the target for which it is intended, there are a few negative points of this aircraft. Perhaps the most outstanding could be its fuel consumption ratio with the capacity of the fuel tank, which could be insufficient for some users. However, this is not a serious problem. It is more an aspect that could be improved for future models since Sling Aircraft has managed to do things very well to offer a product with great capabilities. There is no doubt that the Sling TSi is a very versatile, reliable, and fast aircraft that has earned its popularity among aviation enthusiasts. Thanks to its systems and avionics, it is able to offer a high degree of confidence and safety when flying, even if whoever is in charge is not an expert pilot. So it is great for those who are looking to get started in this world. With a plane as well balanced as this one, you will have it all: comfort, performance, speed, and you will save a bit of money when compared to other planes in this class. If you're looking for a 4-seat aircraft, you'll definitely have to take a look at this option. This is not a great aircraft. This is an exceptional aircraft.
If you like our videos, please smash the like and subscribe button. You can also join us by clicking on the link next to the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.